Can I get a show of hands? Has anybody here ever heard of a website called YouTube? Come on, raise your hands. We're going to do a little market research here. Keep your hands in the air if you've watched a YouTube video in the past week. Okay? Keep your hands in the air if you've watched a YouTube video in the past 2 or 3 days. Has anybody watched a YouTube video today already? Okay, and if you look around, we see a lot of hands in the air. But obviously for most of you, this is nothing new, right? We already know that everybody goes on YouTube. And we've already heard the crazy YouTube statistics, like over 3 billion videos are viewed on YouTube each day. And over 48 hours of videos uploaded to YouTube every minute. And that's just to YouTube, let alone all of the other video websites that are out there on the internet. And when you think about it, it's pretty crazy, right? It's actually pretty hard to wrap your head around those kinds of numbers and really comprehend what they mean. So when I look at these numbers, and I like to look at them from a business owner's point of view, 2 different things pop out at me. The first is that there's an absolutely huge market out there for video. And the second is that if I'm going to compete in this market, I'm going to have to find a really good way to stand out from the crowd because there's so much competition out there. And for starters, I'm already competing against a bazillion other videos on the internet. So what it really comes down to is just this massive battle for attention. Because there's only so many spots on the first page, right? This isn't 5th grade soccer where everybody gets a trophy no matter what. In real life, we actually do have winners and losers. So the question that many business owners need to be asking themselves is, how can I stand out from the competition and utilize this giant market as a way to grow my business? And in fact, there's actually a very simple formula which we use every day to help grow our clients' businesses through the use of video. And I don't have a ton of time up here on the stage to go into all the details, but what I'd like to do is give an overview of what that process looks like. So the first step is to always break the pattern. And this makes a lot of sense. If you put yourself in the mind of somebody on YouTube, they're normally there for entertainment reasons. So you need to break that pattern, and you need to give them a reason to pay attention to your video. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this, but the key here is to get the viewer engaged. Once you have this engagement, and you have the viewer's complete and undivided attention, you can move on to the second step, which is delivering your content. And this part can be tricky, right? Because you need to balance between getting your information across and still maintaining the viewer's attention throughout the rest of the video. So if we take Jerry Seinfeld, for example, who's arguably one of the most well-known comedians on the entire planet, when Jerry goes on the road to test out new material, he says that an audience will listen to whatever he has to say for about 3 minutes, because his name is Jerry Seinfeld. But after about 3 minutes, Jerry needs to start getting very funny quickly, or else things start to fall apart for him. Now, I'm not suggesting that every video needs to be a funny video, but what I am saying is that if Jerry Seinfeld can only hold an audience's attention for 3 minutes, then I don't care how good your opener is. You need to find a way to deliver your content in an entertaining way. Finally, the third and possibly most important step is delivering a strong call to action. And sadly, this is the part where almost everybody messes up. You see, every video needs to have a specific purpose or goal that you want the viewer to achieve. In business, this goal is often to have the viewer pick up the phone and give you a call. Or maybe it's to give you their email address so you can follow up with them later at another time. Now I'm starting to wrap up my speech here, but before I leave, I want to give you a live example of how this works when you put everything together. So I started my speech out this evening by asking you about how often you watch YouTube videos. And by doing that, I was able to get you engaged, and I was able to pique your interest in what I was eventually going to speak about. After that, I went on to discuss the reasons why you should utilize video and YouTube as a way to grow your business. And I gave you a brief overview of the way to structure your videos. But here's the kick. I didn't tell you the best ways to break the pattern and gain a viewer's attention. I didn't tell you the best ways to deliver your information in an entertaining manner. And there's a reason for that. Because I myself am moving into my own call to action now, which is if you're interested in tapping into the massive YouTube market as a way to grow your business and obtain new customers, then go to www.jazzyvideos.com and we'll create an engaging video for you that is guaranteed to engage viewers and turn prospects into paying customers.